So, netpilgrim here. Willkommen and welcome to Bilingual Minecraft tutorials. This is the English version. For changing the language, click on the small flag in the corner. Dies ist die englische Version. Die Sprache zu ändern, klickt auf die kleine Fahne in der Ecke. Today I'm gonna show you a 2-height tileable compact piston gate. The piston gate is openable by pushing a button on the outside or the inside of your wall. You also can lock the piston gate by pulling this lever, so it is not openable neither from the inside nor the outside of your piston gate. As soon as you unlock the piston gate again by pulling the lever again, you can open it again from both sides. The piston gate stays open one button length, so you have to hurry a little bit if you want to pass through. But I think if you're used to it, you can pass really easy. But I used transparent blocks to be sure that if you get stuck between these blocks, you won't suffer suffocation damage. But you can use solid blocks as well. Be creative, use every block. You keep in mind that they will hurt you if they are solid and you are too slow. Let's look at it from the side. You need a 3-wide wall to fit this mechanism in it. So you cannot only build it in house walls, you can also use this for castle walls, town walls, every freestanding wall. That's because some of the wiring is in the bottom and the rest is in this 1 tile wide block area, which you cannot see at the moment. So I made this glass wall so to have a little X-ray on the redstone machine behind it. I used these quartz blocks for blocks that have to be there and have to be solid. I use this striped quartz blocks for blocks that have redstone dust on it. They usually have to be solid as well, so use solid blocks for them and everything is alright. And I used air blocks for air. And I used these glass blocks for the building material, so these glass blocks can be replaced by any other block, solid or non-solid, you have in mind to keep your wall off. This normal torch there is just for lighting up this small area inside the machine, so no mobs will spawn in survival mode inside your machine. Let's look at the opening mechanism. This redstone dust here can be powered by the 2 buttons on both sides. This block and this block both have buttons. And this redstone dust here then powers the block below, which powers the piston below, which cuts this redstone current. At the moment this redstone block is permanently powering the current and these pistons are permanently extended. But when this redstone block is pushed in the bottom, the signal is cut and you have 1 button length to walk through your gate. This redstone dust here also powers, when powered, this block, which is inverting here this torch. Now it's permanently on, powering this block, and this redstone wiring here grabs the signal and is at the moment constantly powering the 3 pistons above. So when I push this button, the redstone torch turns off and the pistons on the top also retract. If you look closely, you will see that the pistons from above are 1 tick faster when closing the gate. That's because we use a piston here and a torch there to make this happen. The piston will extend with 1 tick, the torch will change with 1 tick, but the torch always change with 1 tick, but the piston retract with 2 ticks. So you have this little asynchronity when closing. You can build this so they will close simultaneously, but you will need a little bit more wiring around here or there. So I focused on building a compact machine, so there's a little manko, but I think you can live with it. Let's look on the locking mechanism. The locking mechanism, all you need for is this tile of blocks and this little wiring below here. It is very similar to the opening mechanism. You have a redstone block here and here the redstone dust, which is powering the piston below it, and the torch above it. So you see here, this torch, when turned on, constantly powering through this block, this redstone wiring, and this redstone block, when pushed down, it is constantly powering this redstone current. So the opening mechanism still works, the piston still is pushed down, the redstone torch is still turned off, but the power here, even if it's cut on this side, it is powered from this side and there from this side, so nothing happens. You can tile this machine. That's because you can build these 3 modules separately from each other. You can make an opening mechanism, then tile as many pistons as you want until the limitation, and then building the locking mechanism. I showed you here a 1 wide piston door. We have the opening mechanism. I think you can build a 1 wide piston door even more compact, but I wanted to show you the tileability. So you have this opening mechanism that still works, and now you can repeat this row of blocks as many as you want until 12. 12 is a magical number. That's because we have here 3 pieces of redstone dust from this redstone block. So the strength of the signal on this block is 12, and so 12 blocks remaining, which can be powered, and you can make 12 wide piston gates. So let's build it. Imagine your wall coming from here, and you want to build it in this direction. This is your road, your way, your street, and you need a gate right at this place. So stop building your wall 3 blocks away from your road and start digging a hole right in the middle of the wall, right here, and it should be first as long as your piston gate should be. I will build a 4 wide piston gate, so I made a 4 long hole. Then it should be 2 blocks longer in each direction. That was 1 too much. And now I have a 4 plus the length of your piston gate long hole. I make this hole 3 wide, like this. Yeah, my little tutorial pickaxe Jürgen is a little bit overexcited, so sorry for that. And now I make my hole 1 block more deep, so it is a total 2 blocks deep. Like this. Then I cover it a little bit up. And now you can have a look. In the hole. Okay, I now start building the piston gate by placing pistons right here. 4 pistons, because it will be 4 wide. Then each piston gets a repeater that stays on 1 tick. Then I will wire this corner to another corner with redstone dust, and put 1 dust here, and put 1 dust there. It's pretty symmetrical until now. Then you have to dig a hole right here, just 1 block. This block has to be air. That's very, very important. Then I put a redstone block above, and the pistons get powered. And then I need a piston right here. That's facing down. Okay. Now I have to build with the blocks that makes the wall, so it will fit in the optic. I place 1 block on the piston. I place a redstone dust above the block, and then on each side comes a block with a button on it. Here, and come on. Okay. Then I place a block on this side of the redstone dust, like so. Torch on top of it, and then I put a block on top of the torch and on top of the dust. Now I get up 2 blocks diagonal, and I wiring them up. And if I look down now, I will be above the first piston. Now I expand this wiring until I have powered all pistons below. You see, 4 pistons, so 4 blocks here. And of course I need the wire. Then the last thing I have to do is remove these helping blocks here and put my 4 pistons right there. And that's it. Now you have your piston gate and you can open it and close it. The last thing to do before covering it all up is building the locking mechanism. Therefore, I put a redstone block right here above this block, not on this block, one above. Then I need 1 helping block right here for placing a sticky piston facing down right there. Then I need a block on top of it and a torch on top of that block. And here on the inside of your wall you will place your lever. Then I have to stack up, because on this torch comes another block, on the block another torch, and on the torch another block. And now I have my locking mechanism, and all I have to do is wiring it up to my pistons, and therefore I'm placing a block there and a redstone dust on top of it. And that's it. Now it works. I can lock it, and then it won't open. If I unlock it, it will open. Okay, now let's cover all up. So, I covered it all up, and all I have to do now is placing a torch right there and close the whole thing. Okay, I need blocks for that. And then you can decide which kind of block you want to use for your gate. I would prefer glowstone or stairs, because stairs look solid from the outside but won't hurt you. You can use fences or iron bars as well to make it look more gately, like this. But you will see the sticky pistons, so perhaps it's not quite as chic, but I think yeah, it's usable as well. And of course you can also walk through without getting damage, like this. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I wish you fun by rebuilding all the stuff, and we see on my next tutorial whenever. See you, bye!